Easton Corbin.
Easton, it's been a while since we've seen you, buddy.
Yeah, man, it's been a little bit.
Yeah, good to see you again.
Yeah, you too, man.
I was looking here to some old show notes, and you were one of our first guests ever when we started here, and we've been here now 10 years. We just hit 10 years. And so you've been on since then, but you were one of our very first guests. We were so new. The date was March 19th, 2013. We didn't really start until March 1st doing the show, in multiple cities. So our second week you're singing. We got to know you a little bit. Do you happen to remember, not that show specifically, but at that time, I don't know, people thought we were just weird. They still do. But did they warn you, like, these guys are crazy?
No, not really. I mean, I knew it was a new show, and all, but man, I do remember over the years doing several shows, with you guys.
Yeah.
And
then he was like, these guys are crazy. So he learned himself.
I'm probably crazy too, so trust me.
I won't say who, but somebody in the studio had seen you somewhere, and they were like, I didn't know who that was at first, but this pretty good-looking guy, pretty beefed up, pretty muscular. And then they it's Easton Corbin. And so I went to your Instagram. There's like a picture of you doing curls or something. Your arms are massive. What's happening over here, buddy?
Man, just trying to be worth a darn. Dude.
I hear you. Like, are you like bodybuilding?
No, man. I just love to work.
Tell me he doesn't look massive.
Oh, he looks big.
He looks massive.
Yeah.
I just enjoy it. It kind of sets the tone for the day, and it just makes you feel better.
You a Texas Tech fan?
No, it's funny. They were asking me that.
You have a hat on.
I was down home, and my high school was the Trenton Tigers.
Got it.
And I seen a kid with his hat on. I was like, dude, I love that hat. And it was just for the baseball team and Trenton Tigers. And so I took a picture of it, and I had my merch people. I was like, well, I bet you they could probably make it. So sure enough, I called them. They're like, yeah, we could design that. So I just had to make me one.
Oh, yeah, because it's orange, not red.
I'm colorblind, so it doesn't work for me.
That's well, and I think because somebody told me there was another high school in Texas, and they were whatever town starts with a T, Tigers, and I guess they were selling them, and I guess Texas Tech, I think, sent them like a cease and desist. That must be why they don't sell them.
Good. All right, Easton Corbin's here, and I want to get to your new song in just a second. We're going to play the whole thing. So it's called Marry That Girl, so we'll come back with that. But what I'd like to do, if it's okay, I know you and who's your friend here?
Yeah, we got Lauren over here, man. How long you been with me now?
12 years.
Yeah, 12 years.
In all the same capacity? Like playing with him?
Yeah, for the most part.
What's he like? What's he like as a boss?
Easton?
Yeah.
Dude, he's
Don't make me look
rad.
bad.
No, he's rad. He's super, super, super chill.
Do you guys work out together? You both have big arms. Is that
Oh, yeah.
You have to have
It's a
massive arms to be in the group?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
and tight shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, dark, tight shirts.
Yeah, you'll
dude,
have it's literally they have on the same
Yeah,
shirt.
they're matching.
Swear,
Yeah.
every time I will show up and he's wearing the same thing.
Now, hold on. I show up first. So every time I
cute.
show up, he's wearing
Eddie and I do that sometimes.
Oh,
don't
yeah,
we,
of course.
Eddie? Yeah.
That's not today.
You guys look great.
Before we get to the new song, Easton, could I just make a couple requests?
Yeah, man.
Would you mind playing a little more country than that?
Yeah.
Like my wife will just randomly sing this around the house. And I'm like, I was like, what's that? What are you singing? She's like, a little more country than that. And she has this version of The Highwaymen in her mind. And you're one of them.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
That's not bad company.
it's not. Well, you don't know who the other three are. It's me, Eddie, and Lunchbox. So,
All right. Well,
yeah.
perfect. We'll do that too.
Like, were you an ag major, ag guy?
I did, man. I went to the College of Agriculture, University of Florida, and basically studied ag business.
That's what Amy's at.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from Texas A&M.
Okay, there you go.
They called it ag development.
Okay. Well, the official name was Food and Resource Economics, but it was basically an ag business degree.
So what did you study? Like what were the classes?
A bunch of economics classes.
Well, but like
that
the
doesn't sound very country.
But it was
Well-
like economics of corn.
yeah, maybe so.
Wheat,
Yeah.
supply and demand.
What was yours?
Similar, turf management.
We had a bunch of stuff,
all my labs were on farms. Like we would go out to chicken farms and be with cattle, and that's where our lab would meet. I took a chicken sex class.
Oh, what?
What?
Tell us more.
Man.
Really?
If you went to Texas A&M around 2000, 1999, 2000, 2003, you know what I'm talking about.
A chicken.
You signed up for chicken sex.
And then
I
you
don't
got
even
it.
know if the teacher that taught it is still there, but it was a very
That's
interesting
interesting.
class.
Interesting.
Just
Well, moving
saying.
on to Easton here. So you have a new song called "Marry That Girl." you're one of the writers of the song?
Yeah.
Like, what you walk in, I always like to know kind of how the idea came about, or if somebody showed up with the idea.
Yeah, it was me, Adam Craig, Wade Kirby, and Shane Miner. And, a lot of those writing sessions, as you know, they all start with about the first hours, a big BS session.
Hey, chewing the fat, like you talked about there in the
just
song there. Yeah.
catching up. And Adam started talking about, and I don't know how we got on this, but he started talking about how he met his wife. And he's like, man, as soon as I saw her, I knew I was going to marry that girl. And I kind of looked at some of the other guys. I was like, man, that might be the title for the day. So I'm glad we went down that road. So.
And how long did it take you to write this one?
Probably 2 or 3 hours, not too long.
So, okay.
Yeah,
So, like,
it came pretty quick.
9 a.m. to 3 p.m. be like a standard writing session. You do it, you maybe record. But okay, that's pretty quick.
Yeah,
kind of fell out of you.
Yeah.
But that's only after an hour of chewing the fat. So this one came even faster than that.
Exactly.
Hey, were you raised on a farm?
I was, yeah. I grew up kind of on a small cattle farm in North Florida. My grandparents and
Did you have to do like chores before school?
not before school.
Okay, because that's always the story. Like I
Yeah,
couldn't
that's-
even go to school until
no. My grandpa usually took care of that. But after was when the chores began for me.
What were the life lessons you learned from living on a farm?
Man, you learn you just learn about life in general. Death. Being born and through the cows and stuff, and just through all the hard work that and usually it lands on you. It's up to you to get it done.
Well, ain't that right? You guys always counting on me. I'm like, won't you count on yourself?
Yeah.
It's constantly the thing. They're like, Bobby, do it for me. I'm like, no, you do it for yourself. Go work on a farm. Learn a little bit.
Oh man.
I had story of every morning here on this show. Lauren, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
So, what is your job title with Easton?
Guitar man.
Okay, guitar man. You're also doing background vocals and harmonies. Can you sing harmony without him singing?
Oh yeah.
So you could just, could you do that?
I think we should.
Could you
hear
do
this.
that without hearing him? Could you do that harmony?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all over the road. I can't help but go. Little bit left, little bit right. It's hard to drive with a hand over here on my knee. Blah, blah, blah,
That's
blah.
cool. Now, one more time. Would you guys do it together so audience can hear how this is like a puzzle that
Sure.
people don't even know they're looking at a puzzle, but you guys are just nailing it. So just the chorus part where you're singing together.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I'm all over the road. Well, I can't help but go. Little bit left, little bit right. It's hard to drive with your hand.
That's good. That's good. That's awesome. I love that though. Come on. See,
Man on the spot.
that's what people don't even know. Like the work, the art, how perfectly it's got to sound. Easton sounds great. Lauren sounds great. Can I ask you a question about your name, Lauren?
Yeah.
Because I got picked on a lot for my name being Bobby. Because there were Bobby girls, there's Bobby boys, and mine was only like 50% girl. You're a big dude, so I want to be as completely, but like, we cool, right? Everybody, we cool.
Yeah, we
we
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
we
we
cool.
cool.
I don't know a dude named Lauren.
There aren't many. I've only met a few in my life, but mine is the man version, the spelling, Loren. So that makes me feel better right
Loren.
there. Yeah, Loren. Yeah.
And Easton, your name, where does that come from?
Man, I have no idea. I think maybe I was born the day after Easter. Maybe I don't know.
They just said it wrong?
I guess.
It's like being from Arkansas. Winder means it's window.
maybe.
And he's like Easter.
Yeah.
Easter? No, Easton. Easton. Okay, we'll go
There
with
you
that.
go.
Yeah,
We'll go with
that's
that
good.
one.
So you put out a record in January, but I was trying to look at some of the time. It's 5 years in between, right?
It's been a while. Yeah. I put out a few EPs and things since then.
Yeah.
But full length record. Yeah, it's been a while.
Why? What was the deal there?
Man, just I separated with Mercury and then went about 3 years doing my own thing and just writing a bunch and taking my time and just kind of, looking for that right label home and finally found it with Benny Brown and Stone Country Records over there. And I had a ton of songs that I just stockpiled over the 3-year period of just writing. And honestly, man, it was a really good period because, they say you have your whole life to write your first record. And that 3-year period was like having my whole life again to write a whole record and just take my time and, write songs I love.
How old are you when you learned to play guitar?
I think I was 13.
And why guitar? Who was like, here, put this in your hands, it's a guitar?
Man, I've just always loved the guitar. And I came across this guy down home. His name was Pee Wee Melton. And he was from Greenville, South Carolina, and retired in a little place called Steinhatchee, Florida, that you've never heard of. And there was a local music store about, 10, 15 miles from there called Dixie Music. And they just happened to be, offering guitar lessons over there. And my dad took me over, and away I went.
Did you did you practice so much that you got pretty good? Like, were you that passionate about it?
Oh yeah. I would literally, my routine every day would be come home from school. I'd practice about 3 or 4 hours in my room, and then it was time to go feed up and do the farm stuff.
Ah, the chores.
There it
Right.
comes.
Always back to the chores. Okay, Easton Corbin's here. You kind of feel like this is a new iteration of you and your career here?
Yeah, I think so. It's given me a really great opportunity to reset. And, I say those last 3 years to really get back to my roots and, just write music that I love and get back to what I love about country music. Because, it's funny when you make your first record and, you don't know if you're going to have success or not. You hope to. But, being new, you just don't know. And once you do have success, it's almost like, okay, you did that. Then you got all these other cooks that want to get in the kitchen and put their spin on it. And it's like, well, that worked, so why are we changing it?
Yeah, I hate a good cook. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ugh.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They try to, they want to change it when it's working. And this has allowed me to really get back and, do what I do. And that's what I love about Benny. He loves country music too. And we're got on the same page, and it just worked.
Yeah, it's got to be cool to, feel fulfilled.
Absolutely.
Again,
Yeah.
in doing this. Well, that's really cool. You mountain biking?
I love to mountain bike. I love to dirt bike.
What in the world?
Yeah,
You're
it's
going to
fun.
break something.
Yeah.
You're at that point now where you can't break something. You need a contract from Benny to go. You can
Right.
do stuff, but you can't do stuff that's going to hurt you. Like these quarterbacks that can't go skiing.
All right.
Right?
Yeah, man, I love it. It's fun, man.
Yeah, so is loving you.
Yeah, they got me insured. Yeah.
I got it.
I just don't know it.
So have you wrecked?
Oh yeah. If you're riding hard, you're going to put it down for sure.
Write that down, Eddie, for a shirt. If you're riding hard, you're going to put it down.
What is
Put it
like
down.
riding hard?
I don't know.
Well, just like
It just sounds cool.
You
I don't
know, Amy.
like hard enduro stuff, where obstacles and things like that, where it's just I mean,
Like you compete?
I'm sorry.
Do you compete?
No. I just love to trail ride.
Just with
so.
Lauren and
Yeah, that's right.
one-on-one to the death. Look, Easton, we're super pumped that you got some new music. You came back in when they said Easton wants to come by. I was like, let's go.
Yeah,
let's
dude.
do it. Let's bring him
Glad to be
in.
here.
And I don't know what to say except this is the first of probably a bunch of times that we'll be seeing each other. I hope the single just crushes it. Congrats on the new deal with your record label. I know Benny was instrumental in a lot of people's careers, and it's kind of started something new. So it's really neat to see. And I won't say who, but somebody saw you again and said, "Man, that's a good-looking dude." Oh, you want to do uncomfortable questions from listeners?
Yeah.
Should we do that before we go? All right. These are uncomfortable questions from listeners.
All right, man.
Is Easton
to it.
Corbin single?
Yes.
Okay. How much can Easton Corbin bench press?
Not that much. There's people a lot stronger than me.
Do you ever max though?
Not really.
Yeah, we were talking
Not-
about this because Tim McGraw talking
Yeah.
with him, and I think somebody asked him, "How much do you max bench press?" And Tim's like, "I don't max. I'm not 17 trying to get a scholarship."
Yeah, exactly.
And they were like, "Can you believe Tim McGraw doesn't max?" Like challenging him after he left. And I was like, "Why don't you challenge him while he's here, Eddie?" Sorry, did I say who that was?
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. Can Easton Corbin change a tire?
Change a tire?
I don't know, like a car.
Oh,
Sorry.
a tire.
Yeah.
That's
Flat
right.
tire.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Has Easton Corbin ever been in a bar fight?
No, actually, no.
Has
Almost,
Easton
but
almost?
yeah.
Has Easton Corbin ever had to stop a show because there was a fight in the crowd?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then finally, does Easton Corbin own the red Corvette he posted on Instagram?
No,
I don't. Tell me the story because I didn't see the picture.
man, we were playing at this dude's farm. It was a big FFA event, and he just happened to have one of the new Corvettes, and I think they're pretty cool. So he let me drive it, and I was like, why not take a picture?
And act like it's mine.
Yeah,
why not?
Why not?
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Easton's got an album that, what is today? It came out like 2 months ago called Let's Do Country Right. And if you love old school, like traditional country, it's with like sonically, there's some definitely new elements too, but it definitely is traditional country.
Sure.
If that's your jam, go check out Let's Do Country Right from Easton. New songs called Marry That Girl, and then go over to Easton's website. And you got a lot of dates. They printed off all the dates, and it was like a sheet and a half.
Oh yeah,
So I
we're
just
busy.
said, yeah, it's
Which
a
I
lot.
ain't complaining. I'm glad to be busy.
Absolutely. You play all the hits though, right?
Absolutely.
You don't do that bull crap where you show up and don't play the hits.
No,
'Cause that's some bull crap when artists do that when they
Yeah,
leave out their biggest songs.
I hate that, man.
You play a little more country than that, right?
Absolutely.
Because I would be give my money back. Easton Corbin, there he is. You guys go follow him at Easton Corbin. Good to see you, buddy. That was
Hey, buddy,
awesome.
Thank
There
you
he
guys
is.
so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me.
It's a